All right, welcome to Officer Oil. My name's Scott McAdoo. I'm a police community outreach officer for a local department in Maryland. And outside of police, I support my family as a certified AMSOIL dealer. I like to say that when I'm not fighting crime, I am fighting friction. So here with a 2008 Jeep Wrangler, it's the 3.8 liter V6 engine. It's got 126,000 miles on it. And the owner is making an outstanding decision, and we're going to be upgrading to AMSOIL 100% synthetic 5W20 motor oil. So we're going to be doing that, be doing a change. What we're also going to do is we're going to put in the AMSOIL outstanding P.i. Performance Improver Gasoline Fuel Additive. And what this is I love to call it, it's almost like tune-up in a bottle. If you got anything running rough, dump this in there. It'll treat up to 30 gallons of fuel at a time. And 30 gallons of fuel at a time, it'll clean the combustion chamber, clean the valves, clean the injectors. It'll kick up fuel economy as much as almost 6%. It's been proven to do that. It's going to reduce emissions, just clean the entire fuel system. We recommend a bottle every 4,000 miles, okay? So it's got a nice long neck here, which makes it really easy. I'm going to go ahead and dump this in. So real simple. So it works great with the capless systems. He has a cap, a lot of the newer vehicles don't, so that's why we put the really long neck on here. But it's going to bring back that power and that fuel economy that we're all looking for, especially with what's going on with the pipeline and everything. So if we can squeeze out any extra juice out of this machine, the better, right? So just pop it off and easy in. Glug, 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 glug. So good. Every 4,000 miles. Reason why, when we go to the pump these days, the fuel stations have cut out so many of the good cleaners that are in the fuel to keep those costs down, right? So this is going to add, has all those cleaners back in it. And that's why it's something that we do have to put the additive in to keep these things running at peak efficiency. So I'm just going to let here and sit that. I'm going to just let that sit here and drip, so we get every last drop out of it out, and then we're going to move back up front and we're going to start changing some oil. All right, so the AMSOIL 100% synthetic 5W20 motor oil. This is, if you want the absolute best protection out there, come to the right place. AMSOIL is it. So this oil is going to give you, as far as outperforming specs, it's going to give you outperform the leading industry standard by almost 75%. Right here on the bottle, 75% more wear protection against horsepower and loss. Improved to 75% more wear protection against horsepower and loss. So also, as far as protecting turbos, your vehicle that has a turbo, almost, again, over 70% protection in addition to, or 70% over the leading OEM spec, and that's that GM Dexos 1 Gen 2 spec. So it outperforms that spec. We don't just meet specs at AMSOIL, we exceed them significantly. So it's going to keep the engine cleaner, it's going to be able to last longer. This oil right on the bottle here is up to 25,000 miles or 1 year, whichever comes first. 25,000 miles. Now, if you flip it over here, they've got a normal service and a severe service. So here in Maryland, with all the traffic, I like following the severe. It's up to 15,000 miles, 700 hours, or 1 year, whichever comes first. So that's for your hauling, your towing, those commercial severe duty applications. So start and go, stop and go, all the above. So usually typically follow that, and that's what we've built it for. So perfect for those commercial fleets. The filter that we're going to be using is the AMSOIL Synthetic Nanofiber EA15K51. It's 99% efficient at 20 microns. Now, micron rating is basically just the holes in the filter that allow the oil to go through. So a lot of other challengers out there, they have 20, someone will say, oh, it's a 20 micron filter, but what's its efficiency at 20 microns? So very important. So These other challengers, they might only be 99% efficient at 40 microns or 30 microns. So what that means is your filter is going to catch more contaminant, it's going to hold more contaminant, it's going to give you better flow, have less restriction, and it's going to last longer. So this is good for the 15,000 miles or 1 year, whichever comes first. So the warranty with AMSOIL, ironclad. We've been doing this almost 50 years, and we wouldn't put it on here if we couldn't do it. So you are protected, ironclad, not voiding any OEM warranties, and you get the AMSOIL's warranty on top of it, so you are warranty secure. So what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and move over here. I'm going to grab my little rag. So I just want to clean this up here a little bit. Got my old boxer shorts. So I just want to pop the oil fill cap off just to break that seal. All right, so we can get some good airflow when we go underneath and pop off the drain plug. So I also want to, I'm just going to crack the dipstick there just to get some better flow to pull it out. The engine's hot, had it nice and hot, been running for a little bit. You want to get it nice and warm so that the oil drains out easily, so it's not cold in there, because we want to try to get as much as that old oil out, because we're going to be replacing it with the AMSOIL liquid gold. Okay, so let's go underneath and let's get the old oil out. All right, so it's 5/8 inch wrench, also, or a 16 mil. This one's great. It'll do both. So pop it on here, lefty loosey, and get a little tap just to loosen it up. And there it goes. Okay, now that I got it started, probably gonna come out pretty quick. I'm gonna lift this up here a little bit. I want to catch as much as I can. Almost ready. And there she goes. Nice and black. Alright, so we'll just let that drain out here. Get it all drained out, and we'll be moving over to the oil filter right here. You see that oil filter right there? We'll do that next. All right, so still dripping oil here. We'll get to this old oil filter. So should just twist right off, hopefully. Or maybe not that easy. Might have to give it a little, let's see, to the right and to the left. There we go. Get my pan up here. Just crack it there, let it drip, get the bulk of it out. And then I can start to take off the old. Now I'm just dealing with a slow drip. There we go. All right, so got everything off. Just gonna let it drip, get as much of that old oil out as possible before we fill it up with the AMSOIL Signature Series motor oil and filter. Okay, so got most of it out here, the oil filter. Just need to clean up everything. Got my rag. Just get everything nice and clean. A lot of dirt and scrape as much of that dirt off as I can. Want a nice clean surface for that new oil filter. Okay. All right, now I'll pull out our filter. Got a nice wrap here to keep all the dust and any contaminant from getting in there. So this here, EA 15K51 right there, 15,000 mile oil change. It's got a nice new grip on it, nice textured grip, so you don't slip as much. High quality gasket, anti-drain back valve. So what we're going to do is just crack open here our liquid gold, and I want to charge this up. So I just want to put some oil in here so it's not dry when we go to start it up. So there you go. So just going to put, not going to fill it all the way up because I'm here on my side, or it's horizontal, not vertical. And then I also want to get my finger down in there and get this gasket nice and wet. Don't want a dry gasket. Get your finger all in there. So it just creates a much better seal. All right, so screw that thing in. Nice and easy. Okay, snug it up, and then, so snug it up, and then just another little turn, just so it's nice and snug. You don't want to crank this thing on, and won't be able to get off, but that's all you need, just nice and snug there. You can easily see the oil filter, what filter number it is on the bottom. So, put my cap on here. I have definitely knocked these over by moving around, and then I'm a quart of oil short, so good habit, put that cap back on. So now just get your rag here, clean up anything that dripped off, any of that drip and splatter. So a little extra you can do is use the AMSOIL brake and parts cleaner. It's a non-flammable formula. It dries so quickly, cleans all that gum and residue and any of that oil off. So I can just give it a little shot there, just to clean things up a little bit better. So I am still dripping a little bit coming out of the oil pan. I'm going to give it another minute or so, get as much out. I'd probably be sitting here all day if I wanted to get every last drop out. So, but everything's clean. Everything's cleaned up there. Move this out of the way, and then I'm going to get back here and put on my new drain plug gasket. All right, this thing's going to sit here and drip all day. Went out and bought a new drain plug gasket because the old one here, it's got a couple tears, a little chewed up there. Just kind of be safe than sorry. Make sure we've got a good good rubber gasket there. And this is a this comes in. Wasn't able to get just the gasket, so just bought a whole new plug. But what I want to do is just get that wet, lube up that rubber gasket there. Get a little wipe here, clean surface area, and then quickly stick that in. Get that thing to line up. There we go. A little slippery. Slippery gloves. So different size here, so I'm using a 9/16 and 14 mil just because of the new gasket, or new drain plug. Now again, these things vary. There is a torque spec on this, but we're just going to snug it up. You do not want to crank these things down too tight. You will strip it out, and I have been that guy. And I am certainly a member of the Wish Ida Club on a lot of things in life. In particular, cranking down, going too hard, going the wrong way. I've done that one before. But hey, that's life, and that's how we learn, right? So, got everything buttoned up, everything cleaned up. Nice and clean. Got a new filter, new drain plug gasket, new drain plug, and we're going to be moving up and putting in the AMSOIL. All right, going to clean up my funnel a little bit using, again, the AMSOIL brake and parts cleaner. Just give it a little spray. And then make sure we've got a nice clean funnel. It's been sitting in the basket a little while. Again, dries super, super fast. So, all right, so come on over here. Oil fill cap, 520, 520. I'm just going to put a little wipe here just to get any debris away from the top. Get in my funnel. Might have to go to another funnel because I'm hitting here. There we go. All right, here we go. There she goes. Can you hear that? I think that's the Jeep saying, ah. So we're gonna dump that in. There it is. The most advanced oil in the world. Right there. AMSOIL 100% Synthetic Signature Series 5W20. So we're gonna let that drip. It takes, I believe, 6 quarts. So we'll get all these 6 quarts in. Let as much drip in there as we can. Don't want to waste it. And 1 down. 5 to go. Oh yeah, there we go. Pour that all in. Let that drip. Work our way to the next one. All right, 2 down, 4 to go. Oh yeah, loving it, loving it. Let that keep filling up. We're almost halfway there. All right, halfway there. Ah, yes. Nice and easy. All right, let that drip out. All right, 4 down, 2 to go. There we go. Oh yeah. I swear, I think I can hear the motor just letting out a huge sigh of relief right now. It's been waiting for this its whole life. There we go, almost there.
She's wild.
All right, last one.
She's just wild. Like she's just, you know, like her personality, she's just fun. I think it was close to 12. It was close to 12. Yeah.
There we go.
Then,
Last
yeah,
one.
11, 13, 12, probably. So,
15,000 miles of severe duty protection. 1 year or 700 hours of operation that you are protected for. My fleet clients love this. They can keep the vehicles out there on the road, making money longer and having less downtime. And as we know, downtime is killer. So last one, let that thing all drip out, and then we'll button everything up. All right, 6 quarts in. We are all done with that. Pull out my funnel. I have a wipe so I'm not dripping all over the place. And put it back on my filler cap. Snug that up. Okay. So move over here. Make sure that's bad. Make sure your dipstick's down in tight. All right, so while we've been doing this, been getting every last drop out of the P.i. gasoline performance improver fuel additive. So let's get that back in there. Put my cap on. All right, moving back up. Everything's buttoned up, tightened up, snugged up. So the AMSOIL 100% synthetic 5W20 Signature Series outstanding motor oil added with the synthetic nanofiber EA 15K51 oil filter. So if you would like to start better protecting your Jeep or your vehicle, and you'd like to start moving up to AMSOIL like I did many, many, many years ago, I wish I had done it sooner, and you're a do-it-yourselfer like me, I highly recommend you join our outstanding AMSOIL Preferred Customer Program. As a preferred customer, you save 25% off of our retail price, and they give you free shipping right to the doorstep on anything over $100. A lot of other great perks about the program. My parents are preferred customers, my best friends, my neighbors, my police co-workers. Outstanding for DIY. If you maybe have a repair shop or a parts store, or a commercial or municipal fleet, we have an even more advantageous program where you can start out at 30% off, earn even additional discounts. Wonderful program. Also offer free shipping promos. Great program. If you'd like to get a hold of me, you can visit my website, officeroil.com. Or you can comment below if you have any questions, any comments, questions. You want to like, subscribe to the page, and well, that's about it. So, if you ever end up on AMSOIL's site, or if you call our order line and looking to get some AMSOIL, and they ask you, "Hey, how'd you hear about AMSOIL?" Please list my name again, Scott McAdoo, and my referral number. It's also my dealer number. That's 164-9274. Again, 164-9274. By doing that, you'll be working with me, and it really helps support the family. So that's it, Officer Oil. I am all done here, and well, actually, we're gonna start it up. Let's start it up. So let me move this down. So let's get in here and fire it up real quick. All right. Listen to that engine. Ooh. Oh, that's smooth. So that's it. So we are good. Another one from Officer Oil. Thanks for tuning in. Officer Oil signing off. See you on the next one.